Good morning over there on our YouTubes. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Vietnam. Let's go, let's go. Hua, 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 hua. It's game time. Good morning. Luli, the first donator of the day. Luli. Let's go, Luli. Let's go. Let's go, team, to the moon. Make sure we're tapping, everybody. Tap, 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 tap. Make sure we're tapping that screen. Let's go. Luli, are we tapping, Luli? Are we tapping? Good morning over there on the tubes. As you're coming in, say hello. Say hello. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Buckeye! Luli! Good morning, Hammer. There he is. The Hammer. Let's go. Jonathan, good morning. Good morning to you. Good to see us. Good to see us. Good to see us. Future, hello. Buckeye with the popular in the heartbeat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Options, what's up, baby? How are you? What is up? Get your hot me's in, everybody. Make sure you get your hot me's in. Let's go. Davion, you. Let's go, Davion. Yes. Bum, 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 bum. Davion, Buckeye, Luli. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Bo Warner. Bo Warner. Let's go, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Share it out. Davion, get them all sharing. Let's go. Get them all sharing over there. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Let's go, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning, Derek Ginter. How are you, my friend? Hello, Zahara Manasia. How are you, my friend, over there? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Scalp, what's up, baby? Chill, hello. Jules M, let's go. Thank you, Chris, for the follow. SSS, let's go. Let's go. Mr. Johnson is in the house. He is. Hello, Mr. Johnson. We are at 3.3 thousand likes over there on YouTube and TikTok. As soon as we hit 10K, we're going to get this party started. Let's go. Let's go. The Night Stars are on the board. Let's go, everyone. Tap it. Let's go. Tap to freedom. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, kid? Let's go. Let's go. Hello, YouTubers. Come in and say hello. Teddy Flows over there on the tubes. Momentum, what's up, baby? How are you, my momentum? Frosty Ducks is in the house. Tony, thank you, my Tony. My face when I got it on Google. That's funny. We are at 6,000 likes. Let's go. We're almost there. We're almost there, my beauties. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let them know in the VIP we are live. Let's go. They're sleeping. Those who sleep in make no money. Remember that. Let's go. The facial blaster. JDM, there he is. Daniel, good morning to you. Let's go. I'll wake you guys up. I'll wake you guys up. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, JDM. We are at 8,000. We're at 8,000. Davion with the lightnings. With the lightnings. Richie Rich. Hello, Richie. Aki, thank you. Welcome to the family. Yes. We're trying to get over 200 followers today. 200 new followers. Let's get to work. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Voss here. Been trading for 21 years, and we have been on live now almost 2 years. 2 years here every day. Every day we're here to help you, okay? Right now, we go over here to Miss Market. We're starting to get far from that 8, all right? That 20 is just starting to get far from that 200. We're going to get a pullback on this. Do we know when? No, nobody knows when. Nobody can predict that. And remember, in the market, we're not trying to predict. We are only reacting to what Miss Market tells us what to do. Those who try to predict in a market, you're just going to keep losing over and over and over. You'll wake up every morning wishing and hoping, but you're trying to predict, and you're going to lose and lose and lose. But just know that we are far from that 8. We will come back to that 8 over and over again, all right? We will come back to that 8 and 20 ultimately in the end. So that's what we got on Miss Market. Hey, Chris, how are you? How are you, Chris, my good friend? Right now, we know coming into tomorrow, we pull up SPY for tomorrow. We look at this chart, and what do we immediately see? You guys have been with us a long time now. What do you see about this chart? Does anything to the upside on SPY based on your state of your stock right now look good? Like, would you go long there or think to go long there on SPY? Put it in the chart. No. No, you're not going to go long there because you are in a neutral state. Look at the state. You are neutral. This 20 and 200 have to come back together again. Throughout the day, they come together, they go away. They come together, they go away. So this red line right here is the daddy. This yellow line right here is the granddaddy of them all. He's the daddy's father. They don't like to spend too much time away from each other, okay? So they're going to come back, and you're going to get a pullback on that, and it will come back. Now, those that see a gap up, if we get a gap up tomorrow, are going to chase this long, and they're going to lose. They're going to lose, okay? But all they'll see if we get the gap up is that. They're going to see the big move to the upside. They have no clue what state their stock is in. They won't even know what position their stock is in. And they won't even know what part of the market cycle that their stock is in. They're just getting in guessing because all they see is movement to the upside. They know they're guessing, okay? And they're going to lose. They are prepared to lose. One thing about traders, which you don't want to happen to you, is you don't want losing. You don't want to become numb to it. Like you get in, you lose, you just keep depositing more money in, losing. Because what most losing traders do, they're looking for that one trade that they think is going to make them rich. But it's never going to happen. It'll never happen, everybody. I promise you that right now. Lino! Davion! Lino! Marcus! Let's go, my beauties. I love you guys. Okay? So, remember, 9 out of 10 traders, 92% of traders are going to lose every day. And that's even higher if you look at the month. You're probably about 96, 97% for the month. When was the last time you had a green month? Be honest with yourself and us. When was the last time you can honestly say you had a green month in the market? Forget green days or red days. You must base all your trades off of months, not days. What does the month look like at the end of the month? Christina's in! Shelly Galvin with the first night star! Yes! Thank you, my Shelly. The night stars. I appreciate you. All right, you're going to base all your trades off months. What did you look like in June? It was red. It was probably a disaster. Your losers were way bigger than your winners. Your winning percentage was probably horrible. And now if you look at July, look at your journal for July, and you look at those numbers compared to June, they're probably about the same, right? And if you look at May, if you're journaling and you're just like, man, all I do is lose over and over and over. But you have those teeny little beeny green trades in there. But most of your trades are going to be big losers. Like, that's a loss. These are your winners. Those are your losers. These are your winners, right? It's the same thing over and over again. Just when you think you're getting it on these little green trades that you take and win on, you think you're finally start to get it, you won't. Miss Market will wreck your soul. It's just a matter of time before she wrecks that soul, everybody. How many of you in here? Good morning, the real deal. How are you? Yes, the real deal's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. How many of you in here think, just when you think you have the market figured out, about a day or two later, whammo, she comes and rocks your world again? Put me in the chat. Put me in the chat. Let's go. People trade with emotions instead of knowledge. That's one of the reasons, Ryan. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. And one of the main reasons is they just don't know what they're doing. So why do you lose every day in the market or every month? We're not going to say every day. You do get lucky. One reason is market cycle. You have no idea that the market runs on a cycle. You do realize that, right? Psychological trading. That's why we have a market cycle. Number two, you don't know the state of your stock when you're about to make a trade. You have no clue. You know the state that you're in, I hope, but you don't know the state of your stock. All right? And some of you may not even know the state that you live in and position. You don't know the three fundamentals of trading: cycle, state, and position. How many of you, before you enter a trade, you know all you can check all these boxes off right before you get in? Boom. Boom, boom. Who can check those boxes off, folks? Put it in the chat. Keith, Christina Zen, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you can't predict the markets like the weather. How many of you can honestly say you know all of these three before you enter a trade? Does anybody know it? The VIP traders know it now because they've been trained how to know it. Okay, but majority of you don't know it. You have to get all three of these, folks. You can't know one of them. Okay, I know my state. Not going to cut it. Okay, so let's give you an example. And then we're going to go over all the levels for tomorrow before the market opens, okay? We're going to go over all the levels. Let's pull this back. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this one right here. We're just going to do random days. I'm just going to pull. I don't know what the date is. Do we have the right time? All right, here we go. What day is this? The 16th. All right, we're going to put in our whip zone from the 16th. Are you doing anything? What position and what state do you open here on the 16th? Does anybody know? Put that in the chart. Let's take a poll. What state and what position are you in right here when you open on the 16th? Who's got it? I was totally lost before Voss. Hello, old man. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Good to see you. El Rojo, good to see you. Amanda, welcome to the team. User, welcome to the team. What do we have going on here, everybody? We're in a neutral state. What position are we in? What position? Eric, Shauna, thank you. Welcome to the team. What position are we in? See, most of you have no idea. You have no clue. You are in the whip zone. Yes, this is the whip zone. We don't trade anything in the whip zone for the first, how long? 15 minutes of the market. We are not trading in here. Nothing is going to happen in here. You're just going to whip around. You want to be above or under that whip zone. Above for a long, under for a short. Does everybody understand that? When we mark these levels out every morning for you, that's what the whip zone is. You have to be above the whip zone or below the whip zone with what, everybody? With what? Confirmation. Yes. This is what you want, traders. This is what you want. You don't want to be chopping around in here. This is what you want. You want violence, everybody. You want these moves, violence to the downside or to the upside. We're not trading inside that whip zone. That's why it is imperative. Now, how many of you right here are saying around 11:30, we're bleeding out? I'm going to short that. We're bleeding out, everybody. How many of you are shorting that? Anybody? Who's going to try to short that? Hello, Winnie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, James. Good to see you. Why aren't we shorting there? Why aren't we shorting there? Put it in the chat. Tell me why. You guys are traders in here. Come on, tell me. Because look at the position you're in. You're not shorting down in this position 3. There ain't no way you're shorting there. Remember, all roads lead back to the daddy. Remember, the 20 is the heartbeat of the market, everybody. Boom, boom. Everyone do that with me right now. Boom, 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 boom. Let me find my heartbeat. I can never find this thing. There it is. All roads lead back to the 20. All roads, over and over and over again. You are too far from your 20 here to keep going long. But most novice traders are going to try to take that short because all the novice trader sees is 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles to the downside. They think we're bleeding out. We're going down. No, you're not. You're just coming back to the 20. All right, over and over again. And that is why you don't know the market cycle. I look at this coming into tomorrow. I don't give a damn what position I am to the upside or the downside. I won't touch SPY with a 9-foot pole until my state gets narrow on SPY. I wouldn't touch Miss Market with a 9-foot pole because all you're going to do is get whipped around. You're going to get in, it's going to knock you out. You're going to get in, you're going to be hanging on for dear life, looking at these tails pop up left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. I'm not going to touch it. So on this market, we know tomorrow we are in a neutral state. Let's head over to Nvidia to the moon. Now, what's the difference between Nvidia, okay? Here's Nvidia. Look. That's Nvidia. And that's Miss Market. See it? I'll take these off. That's Miss Market. Do we got it? And that is Nvidia. Would I look at Nvidia tomorrow? Yep. Because you are in that narrow state. And tomorrow morning on the live, you're going to hear this. Alerts, because we are in a narrow state. We are going to have something nice come out of Nvidia. We don't know when. We're not trying to predict it, right? We're just reacting to it. Look at this. See? You move away, then you come back, then you move away. Let's look at Nvidia. Let's get a good one here on Nvidia, okay? Now, here's a good one on Nvidia. This was on the 23rd. You see this narrow? Look at this beauty. Look at that beautiful narrow. But you have a problem here to the upside. What is it? Anybody know? What is wrong with going long here on Nvidia? Does anybody know? You're in a narrow state. What the hell, Voss? Remember our three things we need to know. Cycle, state, and position. The three fundamentals of trading. You can't trade without knowing those three like the back of your hand. It won't work. You'll never be consistent. It's impossible. What are we missing here? Why are we going along here? Why? You're not going anywhere. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Davion, Shelly with the Davion with the goat, Shelly with the roses. Let's go. We have one night star off the board. Let's go, everybody. Look at the position. You're in position 3. You're not going long there. Just because you get a gap up, look, just because you get a gap up doesn't mean you're going long. You're in position 3. You are not going long. I don't know how many times I have to say this. The only thing you're looking for at the open is to the downside. Now, can you go long on this eventually? Of course you can. But when? When can you go long? That's your move to the upside. Remember, 50% zone. There it is. If we get under this 50, forget it. Lights out. See it? You have to stay up above this 50% zone for a long. Now, here's the question I have for you. We're really going to get into this now. We're really going to show you how much you don't know. All right, here we go. That's our 25% level right there. Okay? Does everybody see it? Are we watching, everybody? Are we paying attention? Yes. Are we taking notes? Yes. Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Okay. Before you make any trade on the 1 minute, don't ever use it, or the 2 minute, okay? You must check with Big Brother first. Who is Big Brother? If you're trying to make an entry on the 2 minute chart, who is Big Brother? Who knows what Big Brother is? Rome, you're trying to predict. No predicting, Rome. See, Rome, you're predicting. No predicting. The 5, correct. The 5 is the big brother to the 2. When you're about to take a trade on the 2 minute chart, if you look over at the 5 and you have to do this, ugh, that looks ugly. You don't take the trade. You must trade on multiple time frames. How many people here trade on multiple time frames every day? At least 4. Who has 4 charts up across your screen, multiple time frames? Put me in the chat. Let's go. Put me in the chat. Good job, Ayo. Good job over there, Teddy Flows. James Scholl, hello. Let's go. Look at all those YouTubers in there. Yes. You should, Selner. Let's go. You got to do it. Jose, good job. Sadaka, you got to do it. Folks, you can't trade anything on a lower time frame without checking with your higher time frames. It's impossible. You're going to keep losing. So let me give you an example. When you're about to enter a trade on the 5 minute and you're trying to go long, if you are trying to go long into an 8 or a 20 on a higher time frame, you're not going anywhere. You want room, traders. Traders, you want room. Free and clear on your higher time frames. You're not trying to short into support. You're not trying to go long into resistance on higher time frames. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. Okay? And that's why you're going to lose over and over and over and over and over and over, because you don't know what the higher time frames are. Mr. Dave with the $2.99. Thank you. Super chats. Super chats are open over there on YouTube. We give you a lot of value over there, folks. Do you understand this? Max, we'll teach you all that in the VIP. We dive deep into our education community. So how do you get into the VIP? You're going to head over right here. That is where our VIP education community is, where I train you personally, right there. And everyone, give a shout out to our amazing VIP coaches. Hillary, JDM, Patter, Josephina, Jared. Everybody, say thank you to all our amazing coaches over there in the VIP. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, C+. See, C+ says my knowledge is 100%. We are buddies now. Remember, C+, when you first came in here, you were skeptical. Hey, don't worry, buddy. I would have been too. All right? I would have been too. Good job, everybody. All right, so now Nvidia tomorrow, we know we are in a narrow state here on Nvidia, okay? We're going to head over to Tesla. Tesla, we are narrow. Narrow. Look, folks, narrow. Remember when we were bleeding out on Tesla? Holy hell, we're bleeding out. And what did I tell you Friday? Nope. Folks, look at me. Listen to me now, okay? Let's pull this back. Everyone was trying to short. No. Position 3. You're not going anywhere. You are looking back this way. How many times did I put these arrows on Tesla? That way. Woo. There she blows out of that narrow state. Come on. Now look. We're too wide. Are we going long? No. We got the market cycle to the upside is over. We are going in the other direction. Okay? You got to know your cycles, everybody. Please. You can do this. Everybody can be a trader. But will you put the work in to learn how to trade? That is the question you have to ask yourself. What does Voss always tell you? Everybody loves the idea of trading. Everybody. Everybody in the world. You sit around a table during the holidays or your family get-together, and you talk about trading, everyone's eyes light up. Because everybody loves the idea of trading, but the majority will never do it. Because they'll try it, they're going to try it, but the reason they're never going to be traders is because, well, there's a few reasons here. They're not going to put the work in, okay? And then once, with trading and putting in the work, you got to go through a lot of losers, right? This market's going to give you a lot of losers, and we learn how to trade through our losers. That's the thing you have to understand. So most people can't handle losing, all right? They can't handle losing anything. They can't handle watching their team lose a game, never mind lose every day in the market, but that is how you get to your winners. In our VIP, we review your trades. So when you get into the simulator, you are going to trade, you're going to lose, you're going to post them, and we're going to review them and tell you what you did right and what you did wrong. Now, I'm going to tell you the top 2 things that most traders in our VIP do and why they lose a trade. All right? Do you VIPers that are in here or non-VIPers, what do you think are the top 2 trades, top 2 things that traders do and why they lose a trade? Put it in the chat. Does anybody know? Number 1, they are too far from the heartbeat of the market. Too far from the heartbeat. That's number 1. You'll see a lot of me responding to traders too far from the heartbeat, too far from the MA, too far, Too far, too far, too far, too far. It's like clockwork. Too far. They just can't do it. They can't wait, be patient enough to wait for the retest. Too far, too far, too far. What's number 2? Who knows number 2? Candy! Thank you, Candy. Davion, Sadaka, Mayo, Jules, Lino. What's number 2, everybody? CT, you got it, baby. CT, she's been in here a while now. She's learning. Think how much she'll learn in that VIP, CT. Confirmation. They never confirm their trade. They never confirm their trade. They always get in too early. Candy! Christina! Candy! Night Star! They never confirm their trade. They're too far, and they never confirm their trade. That's why they lose. Folks, in the market, patience is everything. But why do you think most traders aren't patient? Because they have money on the brain. They are so desperate, they want to make money. That's not trading, folks. Trading is a skill. It is a real life skill that you have to learn, and you can only conquer it through patience. That's it. You have to wait for your trades. You have to wait. You only get so many trades every day, traders. Lito with the money gun. Zen, Night Star, Lito, confetti. You only get so many trades in a day, all right? So let's head over to AMD. Let me show you this. This was Friday, okay? Let me make this bigger for you, okay? This was Friday. This is what the market on AMD did Friday. You only got about 3 to 5 trades in here. That's it. When you are a trader, getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out, getting in, if you're not in a trade for longer than 2 to 3 minutes, you're just gambling, folks. That's all you're doing, okay? 3 to 5 minutes, 3 to 5 trades a day for each stock is all you're going to get. That's all you have in here. You must be going minimum on your trades, minimum a 1-to-1. Based on your risk to reward, you need a 1-to-1 minimum to be a consistent trader in the market. How many of you know what your 1-to-1 is before you enter every trade you take? Do you know what your 1-to-1 is in the market? Facial blaster! Oh, teased with the sunglasses, yes. Who knows their 1-to-1? I'm looking at the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Who knows it? Who knows it? FAS, do you know your, forget about Reddit. Do you know your 1-to-1? Mooney! Thank you, my Mooney. Facial, you got to know your 1-to-1. Cousin Judd, you got to know your 1-to-1. How do you know where you're going, what your reward should be, if you don't know what your risk is? It's impossible. And this is why all your losers are bigger than your winners, because you don't know what your 1-to-1 is. We're going to flip all that upside down in a VIP for you. We are going to start getting your winners bigger than your losers. This is what's going to make you consistent in every month. Remember, we're basing our trades off the entire month, not the day, not the week, the month. The month. Guys, you are getting a clinic right now, all right? You have to know what your 1-to-1 is. If your risk on any given trade is 30 cents per share, 30 cents, what is your 1-to-1? Does anybody know their 1-to-1? Tetra, always risk 0.5%. No. Right, your 1-to-1's 30 cents. If you're going for a 2-to-1, you're going for 60 cents. But you know what you're risking. You must know what you're risking, because you all must have a maximum loss per trade and a maximum loss per day. These are 2 of the golden rules in your trading journey. How many of you know your maximum loss per trade and maximum loss per day? Right now, everyone's saying, oh my God, I don't do any of this. That's why you lose. Who knows their maximum loss per trade and maximum loss per day? So if your maximum loss per trade is no more then 25 cents per trade. Why are you taking a 30 cent per trade risk to reward trade? You already broke rule number 1, maximum loss per trade. You already broke the rule. You entered and broke your maximum loss per trade rule. Maximum loss per day, let's say, we're going to keep the numbers low, is $300. Your maximum loss per day is you can lose no more than $300. So when you hit this level, now this is the maximum loss per day. Doesn't mean you get to it. So let's say you get to your maximum loss per day of $300. You take another trade. Now you're down for the day $350. You just broke another rule, maximum loss per day. If we can't keep the promises we make to ourselves, we can't do anything. If you can't control you, Miss Market's going to tear you apart. Miss Market loves people that can't control themselves because she is just going to rip them up shred by shred. You honor the word you say to yourself. You keep the word you say to yourself. If you can't trust you, how can anyone else trust you? You must know your maximum loss per trade and your maximum loss per day. You must know before each trade you take what your risk to reward is. Before you enter it, before, let's say, I get into this trade to the upside, I know that my maximum loss per trade is what it is. I know my risk to reward on this trade right here to the upside is going to be 17 cents. This one right here, 17 cents. So I'm looking for a 1-to-1, right? I'm looking for 17 cents. But on this trade, I'll go for a 2-to-1. So I need 34 cents to the upside for a 2-to-1 on my trade. Does everybody get this? Is everybody following? Sadako with the confetti. Lino, yes. Thank you. We're at 43,000 taps. YouTube, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Maximum 5 trades per day. That's not too bad, cousin. I would stick anywhere from 1 to 3 if I was you. Just move that 5 to 1 to 3, and you're going to see a drastic change on your monthly returns. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. And you must trade at your own risk, everybody. Trading is risky. Ortiz with the hat and mustache. Yes. Sadako with the popular. These are rules you must know in order to make trades, folks. All right, let's go over to AMD for tomorrow. Ready? AMD, what state are we in tomorrow? What state are we in on AMD tomorrow? We are in a narrow state, okay? Narrow. Remember, narrow. Doesn't mean you're going up, but you're getting a good move either to the upside or to the downside. We don't know which way we're going. We're not trying to predict which way we're going. Miss Market gives me an event and says, go, I'm in. Teddy Flows with the super chat. Yes, Teddy. Okay, so we've been on here 37 minutes. We know that the state of our stock is crucial. We must know that before we do anything else. You must know your market cycle. All right, now here we go. We're going to do a little cycle play. You ready? Buckle up, everybody. We're about to do a little market cycle. I took this trade, by the way. See that one? I took that one. That was a no-brainer. All right, here we go. What part of the market cycle are we in right here? Where are we in the cycle? Does anybody know? Does anyone know where we are in the market cycle right there? I will guarantee you 9 out of 10 of you will have no idea. SSS says 1, no. 7, no. Anybody? What part of the cycle are we in? 3, no. Good job over there. Yes, we are in number 2 of the market cycle. This is number 2 of the cycle, okay? What is this part? What number are you on the cycle over here? Keith Forrest with the lightning. Sadaka with the popular. Monkey says 3, no. CT 3, no. SSS 3, no. Facial says 1, wrong. You are at number 2 of the market cycle. Number 2 of the market cycle. Are we ready? What's this one right here? You're asking, how do we know this? You'll learn all that in the VIP. Good job, everybody. Hey, Joey, very good. 5. No, you are number 1 of the market cycle. Good job, VIPers. Yes. And that's why you guys every month are green. Isn't this fun, everybody? Isn't this fun? Let's take a look at Amazon. Once you learn this stuff, it's ridiculous. What state are we in coming into tomorrow? What state are we in tomorrow? Narrow. Alert, alert. Here we go. If we open up here tomorrow, are we going long on Amazon? Yes or no? Why not? Why are we not going long? It's gapped up. It's going to the moon. Not me. Why are we going long? Edwin, good job, my brother. Derek Ginter, he is. Yes, Derek, in the VIP, you'll learn everything, my brother. It'll become very, very clear. We're not going long there, folks. All right? You're not this is the gap up. You're not chasing this long to the upside. You need to watch your retracement back down. Remember, what is your retracement going to do? If you retrace back down here, are we going long here? Yes or no? Candy with the night stars. Thank you. Are we going long there? No, we're not going long here either. Why are we not going long there? Put it in the chat. It's not rocket science, everybody. I can tell you that right now. When I was first learning and losing like everybody else, let me tell you something. I thought it was like trying to learn rocket science. I was right there with you guys. Trust me. I can promise you that right now. I was like, how is this? This can't be that damn hard. You're under the 50% retracement. Correct, everybody. You're looking for the break of structure here. All right? All right, here's another one. If we open down here, the bell goes off. Or we open down there. Are we going short? Are we bleeding out? Lee Mimes, hello. Good to see you, my brother. Welcome to the family. Alfonso, hello. Hello, all our YouTubers. Good job, regular dude. Look at all them YouTubers in there. We're almost as many as TikTok. Look at that. Yes, I love you guys. Jules, yes, the Dolphin. Lino, Marcus. No, we're not going short there. Same way you're not going long out of that position. So let's say we open up down here. Okay? Ding, ding, ding. Bell goes off. You need to know right here, you can go short. Above this with a retest, you're looking for your break of structure. Stop letting the gap determine what your play is when you hear that bell go off. Does everybody hear me? Forget the gap, up or down. Know your position, your state, and where you are in the cycle of the market. Forget about the gap, okay? Does everybody hear me? Everything you think you learned, throw it in the garbage. It's poo-poo. Poo-poo. Lay with the heart, May. Marina. Marcus, yes. A pop culture group. All right. Jacob, what's my favorite strategy? Forget strategies. There's only one way to trade the market. I promise you, forget all these strategies. Folks, all you need, oh, brother, YouTube has done a number on the trading. All right, here we go. State position, and cycle. That is your strategy. That is what we call trading. Forget all the other bullshit. Let me ask you all a question and be honest in here, okay? Let's have an honest conversation. All these strategies you've all tried, has it ever worked? Has it ever worked? Put no or yes in the chat. On all the different YouTube strategies you're trying to concoct, has it ever worked? Bots, this, algorithms, bullshit, back. Has it worked? Ask yourself that question. Right? Has it ever worked? Everyone's saying no. It ain't gonna work. Because you got to learn how to trade the market. They're just buzzwords, everybody. That's it. It's somebody that put something together. They don't know what they're doing either. They don't know what they're doing. This is how you trade the market. Your state, your position in the market. How do you not know what part of the market cycle you're in before you make a trade? How is that even possible? How do you not know the state of your stock? I mean, that to me is insane. It wasn't when I was learning, but after learning it and doing it for so long, it's like, whoa, man. There's no way. Look. You know how many people are trying to go long here? That's insane to me. Look at this. That's insane to me. But they're trying to go long. Why would they go long here? Why? Well, a lot of people did. You could tell by what's happening. Why are people trying to go long there? Anybody know? Brad with the popular, the Heartbeat. Yeah, just being. I need to know what the rest of that name is. Just being. Hold on. Just being Brian. There he is. Yesterday, it wouldn't come up. Now it did. Hello, Brian. Good to see you, my friend. Carrie K. Hello. Let's go. Let's go. Because they don't know the state of the stock, right? I mean, when you see this, look, and that's your price action up there, oh my God, you're going to get a big move back to the downside. You're not going long there, guys. You're not. And, it gets me really upset because as I watch the market play out, I say to myself, as I'm trading myself, someone try to go long there. Someone try to go short there. And then you see it go the opposite direction, and it hurts. It really does. I'm not joking. It hurts because I know I was in that position once. And I'm like, someone just got wrecked. Someone just got wrecked. I mean, when you look at Tesla, because most amateurs love it because they think they're going to get rich quick. So when you see Tesla and you see this at the open, oh, boy. Oh, no. I was like, no. Someone got reamed. Right here, they got reamed. Look. That tail back up. Oh. How many of you lost on that Tesla trade? Anybody in here take that short? Fritz. Yes. Hello, my Fritz. Whoa, YouTuber almost beating TikTok with viewers. No, VWAP. Article gaming. Never use VWAP. Never. Get it off your charts now. Don't use that garbage, please. How many of you try to take that short? Come on. All right, there we go. VT said yes. Guys, because you don't. Now, VT, good to see you, my friend. I love your profile picture. Because you didn't know the position or the state of your stock. That's why you try to go short there. You see what I'm saying here, everybody? If you don't know these things, you're just guessing. And the only reason someone's going to go short there is because they see a big red candle and that gap down. You see what I'm saying? You get the gap down. Let me put this into perspective for you. This is going to help you guys out a lot. Let's do this. That is your first red candle to the downside. But your moving averages are going to make it seem like it's a beautiful trade at the open. That's why we don't use pre-market or post-market data. Amateurs do that, okay? That's your big move down to the downside. Would I continue this to the downside at the open? No. Market cycle, guys. There is no way you are going short on there. Chris with the $5 super chat. Let's go. Wide, Chris, wide. And you'll learn all that in the VIP. Okay? Actually, there's 4. You'll learn all that in the VIP. Look, we're not going short there. Why would you go short there? Now, how many times have you heard me in lives talk about the gap and nap? If you heard me say gap and nap in here, put me in the chat. AFRI, because volume is the most manipulated thing in the market. And if you go back and just put VWAP on your chart, you will see it hates it. It hates it. AFRI, you've been using VWAP. Are you green every month? Not every day. Are you green every month in the market consistently? All right, you heard me talk about gap and nap. Whoop. It gapped and napped on you. So then you had hope. You had hope, right? I'm going to hold on to this. You wasted all your day getting gray hairs holding through all of this, but you don't know your position or your state still. You still don't know the position and state, and then the party was over. Man, $24 move, $20 move. Woo! That's a lot to lose. But if you knew your state and position, you wouldn't have lost that $20 per share. Think about that. $49.99 VIP is a hell of a lot cheaper than losing $20 per share. That's the way I looked at it when I spent $10K on my education and trading. $10,000. Didn't have much of it either. Hector Isaiah, yes. Hector Autiste with the money gun, yes. Peyton says, I took 320 calls Friday thanks to Voss. Good job, Peyton. Good job. Remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only. Folks, in our VIP, we are going to teach you how to trade the right way. It doesn't matter if you trade equities, options, Forex, future, crypto. We'll go to XRP here in a second. Doesn't matter. We are going to teach you how to trade properly. Doesn't matter what country you're from. Anyone from anywhere can join our VIP. If you come in with discipline, willing to learn, no bullshit, no gimmicks, no scams, you'll be in our VIP, okay? And we will teach you how to trade. You got to want this. You got to want to learn how to trade. You got to love it, all right? And let us teach you how to do it. You come in, you don't like it, you can leave. All right, let's go to XRP. What's today's date? Today's the 27th, huh? Just for the record, these were our levels from yesterday. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at those levels. Yes. Woo. Look at that XRP. Whoa! Look at that! Whoa! Woo! What do you think about that, everybody? Look at those levels. Mr. Day with the $5.99 super chat. Okay, here we go. Ready? What state are we in XRP? I mean, those were right to the penny. Did you see that? All right, here we go. Getting good. We are in a narrow state here on XRP. Your best bet on this, let me mark out your rest of your big boys here, okay? Oh, I should start trading XRP. I would be one hell of an XRP trader. Do you guys realize that? Did you see those levels? I would be great at XRP. All right, here we go. So on XRP, to the moon. You want to get back over 322 hold number for a move up to 324. See that? Get over 322 for a move up to 323. We got a lot of roses on the board, everybody. Under, right here, whoop, get under 318 for a move back down to 316.40. You're going to trade in this range right here. You see it? You're going to trade in these ranges, in these channels. Mark all these channels down. Here. Mark all these down. Mark them down, everybody. Woo! I'll give you a second. Yes. Will winning with the GGs. Thank you, my Will. Thank you, my Will. Yes. I appreciate you. Let me know when you marked all those down, everybody. This is not financial investment or tax advice. You must trade at your own risk. Now, let me you guys show. You guys have all those marked down? Okay, let's do it. Here we go, VIP. Are you ready? There it is. XRP crypto. There we go, everybody. How do you like that? VIP, do you see it? VIP knows what I'm talking about here. VIPers, do you see it? Do you see it? JP says yes. Sabir, I am from Kansas. 50 EMA, no. Don't ever add any EMA. That's why you're losing, Sabir. Peyton sees it. Hammer, let's go. So wouldn't it be smart to say, look, everybody. Whoop, whoop. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right? 9 a.m. on the 27th. CT, good to see you, CT. CT is a believer now. Brian Racinos, welcome. No indicators. We don't use indicators. Yes, in the VIP, you get 2 live trainings every week by me at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You get an hour. Sometimes we go over an hour. Every Tuesday and Thursday nights. That's one of the perks you get for $49.99. Or get in for the yearly at $449.99. You get 3 months free because I'm a nice guy. Keith Forrest with the finger hearts. Let's go. Because I'm a nice guy. How many of you have paid more than $100 a month for trading education in here? How many of you have traded more, have paid more than $100 a month? Put me in the chat. I'm curious. Wow. That many? Jesus. How did it work out for you? Wow. Yeah, a lot of over here on TikTok too. But now you're all here. But now you're all here. There's Jules. There, she said it. I'm here now. Yeah, folks, I'm going to teach you how to trade. I've learned from the best. I really did. I had some great mentors, 3 great mentors. I've learned from the best. I put a lot of money to learn a lot of this information, okay? And then what I did was I took what I learned and molded it into my own. There were some things I disagreed with that they did once I learned how to trade properly. And there's things that I learned and did that they never knew about. Trading is a constant learning thing, all right? And when you show your mentors some things they didn't know based on trading so much, that feels good, man. I felt good about that. And then they tested it and was like, yeah, he's right. You know what I'm saying? So you're always learning, everybody. That's the most, I'm always learning in the market. Nobody knows everything. That's impossible. Okay? But we will teach you how to trade properly. We will get you going in the right direction. I promise you that. But you got to be willing to learn and be willing to want to do this. All right? So a lot of people, like I said earlier, they quit trading soon as they start losing because they can't handle it. And if you can't handle it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All right? But I say everyone should at least try trading, and you will learn how to trade through your losers. You got to lose. You're going to got to become numb eventually to it. All right? And start learning. Because one thing I will tell you about our VIP traders, and I love their reactions, when they start taking live trades in the simulator and they start having winning days, I love what they say. There's no better feeling in the world than that. They're like, Voss, I won. I got 6 green days in a row. Voss, I had my first green month. Voss, I'm on my 3rd green month in a row. There's nothing better than that. That's all I want to see. That's why we don't charge a lot for our education. I don't want to make money off your education dollars, okay? But I am going to charge you something because I paid a lot for my education. And I went through a hard-ass time learning all of this. I put a lot of sweat and blood and tears into this, okay? So if you want it bad enough, you're going to pay for it. It's that simple, okay? And to get in the VIP, you're going to head over to theVossTrading.com. This is a good song right here. A little Billy Joel. Boom, right there. $49.99 a month or $449 for the entire year. You get 3 months free. How many of you in here will be green for the month of July? Put me in the chat or not me in the chat. Who will be green? Too sentimental. Continental. Oops. They make you do these puzzles after an hour being live. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Me, not yet, but hopeful. Me. Well, you just started with us, Hammer. Me. Look at all these VIPers. Me. Look at all this. VIPers. Me. Good job, Money Moundo. Good to see you in there. Yeah, we're gonna change how you trade, guys. All right. Worst case scenario is that you're going to learn how to trade right, but you still have to execute what we're teaching you. If you can't execute it, you're still going to lose. And you have to get rid of everything you think you know about trading, because if you can't do that, you're going to have a hard time. Thank you for all the roses, everybody. I love being here with you all. I truly do. I said the day that this doesn't become fun anymore is the day that I'll stop doing it and just trade on my, by myself. But I love you all. I love helping you. I love showing you the right and wrong ways of trading. And the way that I present it is the way that I learned. And that's the best. Sometimes I got to be hard on you. All right. I am a teddy bear. I love you all very much. I only want to see you all succeed. That is the truth. Okay. And I hope we can do that for you. I know we're not going to be able to help everybody, and not everyone's going to be a trader. And we know that. But we want to at least try and get you there. And we have helped a lot of people. We had a lot of people so far in the VIP that left their jobs and do this full time now. And that's great to see. And you always need multiple streams of income, folks. Don't just rely on trading. You got to do other things, okay, out there. And if you love your job, keep it. And you can do trading as a supplemental thing. Not every trader does it full time. You could be a supplemental income trader as well. But you got to learn how to trade, and you got to do it every day. So if you're going to do this to supplement your income, you still got to trade every day, okay? So you do what's best for you. If what you're doing right now works for you, keep doing it. If you're have trouble in the market, come over to us, and we're going to help you out. I love you all so much. We'll be back on tomorrow morning at 8:25 a.m. Eastern Time. We're going to get our whip zone levels in, our major support and resistance levels on all the stocks and futures and anything you want to see, okay? We will get you going in the right direction. Have a great day, everybody. I love you all so much, and be safe out there, okay? Talk to you soon.